Remember, in mediation is a voluntary participation. It's not a process where parties have been forced to discuss about their dispute. So why is it that decisions can be imposed on parties on mediation? It is because in mediation is not about being told what to do. It is about discovering what works for both parties. If decisions are imposed on parties, it breeds resistance. When parties are being imposed with decisions, they tend to show a lot of resistance. When outcomes are being forced, parties push back, often in silence or sometimes in the court. Remember, compliance comes from commitment. People follow through on what they choose, not what they have been told. Lasting solutions grow from ownership. Agreement that reflect the parties' own decisions or ideas and priorities are the ones that are likely to be honored by the parties or respected. Voices create validation. Excuse me. When parties feel heard in the mediation process, they feel respected, and that opens the door to their real dialogue. Trust builds agreement. When voluntary decisions are created, they build trust, not just in the outcome, but in each other. When decisions are not imposed on parties, relationships can heal. When parties decide together, they move forward, stronger and more respected. In mediation, voices matters. The strength of an agreement lies not in authority, but in willingness of the parties. In mediation, the goal is not to win. It is to own the solution together. In mediation, decisions can be imposed on parties because the process is built on voluntary participation and mutual agreement, unlike the court system. A mediator does not have the authority to decide who is right or wrong. Instead, the mediator facilitates communication, helping both parties understand each other's perspective and interest. When solutions come directly from the parties themselves, they are more likely to feel respected, committed, and satisfied with the outcome. Imposing a decision will undermine trust, reduce cooperation, and often leads to resistance or non-compliance. Mediation works best when parties have ownership of both the process and the final agreement, making the resolution more sustainable and meaningful. Remember, the mediator's role is there to guide the process and facilitate communication between both disputing parties. The final outcome, agreement, are being determined by parties in dispute.